to a brand new episode. Today we will take a look at Liliana Dreadhorde General, and it's a really powerful planeswalker, probably one of the best Lilianas ever made. Now, contrary to popular opinion with this deck, you probably want to put creatures in the build you make. However, this deck only has 11 creatures and 38 lands if you want to know how many lands, but yeah, the 11 creatures, a very low count, but that's because it's built more like a control-y deck. So let's have a look and see what makes her quite a powerful control general. So she says, as a static ability, whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card, which is all well and good. The +1, you can create a zombie, which is pretty simple. -4, incredible, sacks 2 creatures, can be very powerful versus mid-range to control-y decks, which they're using big haymakers to try and finish you off. And a -9, which is her ultimate, each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type and sacks the rest. Very powerful and game-ending. But I've actually tried to insert a different angle to the deck. So, talking to my viewers in Discord, don't forget to check the Discord out, it's in the description below if you want to see deck ideas and just banter. We'll put the Exquisite Blood combo in here, so whenever you gain, whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. And then we also combine that with Veto, which is whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So basically what happens here is if you have Veto out and you have the Exquisite Blood, it will go for an infinite loop. So it's a very nice, just win out of nowhere synergy that I normally wouldn't use this kind of 2-card combo, but yeah, popular demand, I guess. So just to go over it again, whenever opponent loses life, you gain that much life. But then whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So yeah, all you need to do is 1 instance of life gain and you infinitely trigger these 2 and win the game. So there's quite a few ways in the deck to actually gain life. One of them is Professor Onyx, which says whenever you cast or copy an instant sorcery spell, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So that's really nice. You've got Cosmos Elixir to gain your life, draw your cards, Aether Flux Reservoir to do the same, and there's a few other things dotted around the deck to kind of make you synergize. Obviously that isn't the crux of the deck, it's not necessarily a life gain deck, there's a lot of just sort of control synergy here, but if you fancy something a bit evil, this is definitely one of my evil builds. And yeah, give it a go. The deck list will be in the description below. Don't forget, this is not normally like me to make this kind of deck, so please don't tell me I've changed, because sometimes I just do things to make people happy, and that's perfectly fine. Yeah, don't forget to look at my donations page if you would be so inclined. Really helps the channel, and every one of you who chooses to subscribe is very special. And let's help me get to that 1,000 subs, where my channel will just hopefully skyrocket even further above. So let's get into the gameplay. Okay, so we're going to test out an ASMR style commentary for one of these games to see if anybody likes it. And then what will happen is my entire career will change into an ASMR channel, and I will become a millionaire because people will go to sleep listening to my voice, and you'll absolutely love it. Let's get rid of the tail's end. So anyone out there into ASMR, tell me and I can record a whole video like this, but I prefer it if someone paid me, because it's kind of irritating to hear my own voice like this, but if you paid me to do it, then it wouldn't be so bad. What's the best letter to speak when you're doing ASMR? I think it could be B. B's got that poppiness, hasn't it? Tell me in the comments below if you like ASMR. To be honest, I don't even know if my microphone is picking any of this up, so this could be just completely wasted material, which is such a shame, because ultimately life is so short and they're going to kill my arcade scene, which makes me really sad, and I actually want to scream, but I can't because I'm doing an ASMR video. I wonder if anyone's ever done an ASMR video that involved screaming. That would be weird, wouldn't it? Imagine. I'm going to try it now. So it looks like the opponent is a bit mana screwed, but that's what you get when you play only one of 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's the punishment. Okay, looks like they're fine. Now the thing is, I'm going to punish them with a Phyrexian Scriptures. Let's put a counter on him. 4-3. And we can swing in as well. So next turn, in our turn, the Phyrexian Scriptures is actually going to destroy all non-artifact creatures, which is just wonderful, to be honest. If you're trying to sleep watching this, let me help you by saying, go to sleep. You are about to go to sleep. But actually, how YouTube works is you should probably watch my video, so just leave the video on as you're asleep. I don't care if you're asleep, but just leave it on so the algorithm thinks that my videos are really good. So here the opponent thinks he's some kind of Suicide Squad or something. Is he going to just play Falcus Barra? I guess this destruction effect won't work because he has a shield counter, but we do also have another removal spell for it, so yeah. Why are they playing creatures into this board? Well, I do not know, unless they have a way to give all their stuff indestructible. Very confusing. Do they have a way? They do have the heroic intervention. Okay, that's fine. 3, 2, 2. So let's get rid of all their evens. They think they're so bloody hard, don't they, doing that? They think they're so bloody hard. Come on then, if you think you're hard enough. I wonder if anyone's ever done ASMR, but like really chavvy. Oh, you Sean, that's a bastard of a card, that is. There we go with the B sound again, a bastard. Please don't demonetize me. Not that I'm making any money whatsoever via YouTube. YouTube's been getting free money off me, in fact. So this has got Menace. So let's go for the Skyclave Relic. And the Bloodfast. And then we can swing in. They don't exactly have much life to be playing with. So if you don't know how Falco Sparrow works, I should probably just give you a hint. They want to get as many counters as they can on all their creatures, and then use them to cast spells off the top, but the irony is, they haven't even cast Falco yet. Pardon me. Turns out whispering actually brings up a cough. Bolas is Citadel, we don't have an extra land though. Yeah, let's use the Elspeth's Nightmare here to target the Llanowar Elves. Although they could just put some counters on and that would be kind of funny, I guess. I suppose if they did that, that means they don't have to fight part of the spell. So we can use this here to get rid of the Yashan. I don't really want Yashan to be stopping us using Citadel or the Bloodfast. So we definitely want to get rid of that as soon as we can. So it says players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. So yeah, we need to get rid of that. Unbelievably, they have 3 cards in their hand still, which is crazy. Here he comes. Yeah, I feel as though the heroic intervention kind of screwed us up here. Vigilance lifelink is actually really bad. That's changed. That's kind of changed everything there. Okay, no blocks. Jeez, they've got 3/3/3, so the acquisition's going to be not very good. Teferi's Protection. Jeez. evasion spells can they possibly have? They screwed us over very early. Sanctuary Warden. 5, 6. Shield. Tokens. Whenever they hit us, they can remove a token to draw a card and get a 1/1 as well. Very irritating. If only we had a way to use the tendrils here. Vision's Lifelink Death Touch, very irritating as well. Yikes. I think I will actually block that here. Get some life. Taking the life down and then ramping. I guess they gain the life. Yeah, this is actually proving to be really irritating. Now the issue is trying to survive all of these things, which is going to be pretty impossible. Let's start with the Inquisition. That will give us a blocker at least. Zagana. Okay, they've got... So that's going to put a counter on something when it comes in. Oh, okay, no, that puts a counter on something. Right, okay, so... Can we survive? I don't really know. Tendrils of Agony won't really be enough. Let's go for the Liliana.
The undead make great minions. Loyal.
Just past
Rise
the turn.
and shine.
We might not actually live another turn here, but... Yeah, this Sanctuary Warden's proving to be very annoying, to be honest. And of course they use a Time Warp to cheat themselves a victory. Absolutely cheeky bastards. People just can't not go into a battlefield without this card, can they? Just finish me off, you son of a... You've already won, why are they flexing? I just absolutely hate this mentality. Sorry, you're probably listening to this ASMR for relaxation, but I am incredibly annoyed right now. So it's literally doing the inverse of what you intended. Oh wow, they're so powerful. Look at them. Look at the prowess. Time Warp, we may have actually survived if it wasn't for the Time Warp, but there you go. ASMR guys, ASMR. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm facing Niv Miz at Paran now. I guess because the combo's in here, but let's see what we can do. Can't complain, to be honest. I guess because we have the Veto life drain combo. That's probably the reason. They've left blue open. What is this going to be? A counter spell? There's quite a few at 1 blue. Okay, seems good. Next turn we can go for the Sedgemoor Witch. We don't want to deploy the Veto until we have some more protection. Brawl? Yikes. Okay. Yeah, we'll go for the Sedgemoor Witch here. Not liking my odds against a Brawl though. So they can cast 4 CMC spells here. One, two, okay. They might be looking to kill the Sedgemoor Witch here, but they also... Ball and move. Ball and move. I guess we can start with Live Fast, so we can draw some cards, hopefully. Although they'll probably counter this. We'll see. Just as 1 swamp would be good. Oh, no swamps. Goodness. And this has Menace, so we might as well just swing in. Interesting. Why don't they want to go for the Sedgemoor Witch? Discard a card. I guess we can discard... Oh, these are so many good cards. So many good cards here. Probably the Essence Extraction. Ward, pay 3 life. So they didn't want to pay 3 life to target the Sedgemoor Witch. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, so we did get a land. Let's start with an Inquisition, see what we're dealing with. Why did they kill the 1/1 there? That was a weird... Very, very weird. Sinister Sabotage. Try and get rid of the Brawl, maybe? I want to use the most expensive cards first. And I actually like filling up the graveyard because if they do cast Niv Mizzet, then I can go for the Liliana and minus down on the Niv, and that won't give them a card. So they're 1 turn off doing that. Teferi's Ageless Insight. Okie dokie. So what should we do here? Maybe give it a Cosmos Elixir. That's a great window to do that because it gives us some advantage. Land is perfect. So the only scary thing, if they have a Pact of Negation, I think. Pact of Negation would screw us over pretty badly. 4, 5. Okay, so just thinking about this. They've cast a Niv Mizzet for 6, knowing we have Liliana. So let's go for the Triumph first. So they'll draw a spell, but oh, they draw 2. Goodness. Do they have a pact? This seem. Oh, I know this is a risky move, but if they have a pact, okay. They kill both of our gems. But do they... Yes, fantastic. So we get rid of the Niv, which is exactly what we wanted. And then now we give the Liliana. And yeah, I think we'll discard down. Take them off some more cards. We lose the Painful Bond, which is a shame, but we keep the Veto. And Veto plus Cosmos Elixir is pretty good. 5, 6. So yet again we have the Liliana. So if they go for the Niv once again, we could Liliana minus. Narset stopping us drawing out.
I know 88 ways to defeat.
That actually sucks kind of hard. Although there's no synergy with the Ageless Insight. What are they going to do? Go for the search. 2 mana open. Could be anything, to be honest. Right, let's go to combat first. Swing in here and swing in there. Okay.
You are a mighty warrior.
And they've got 2 mana open. Let's see if they counter the Veto. No countering on the Veto there, so we can make them discard another card. Kind of confused as what's going on here. Don't normally get this lucky versus a Niv.
Care about your plan.
And we draw an Ether Flux for us as well. Oh wow. Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. So if they go for Niv, it's risky because we can just minus the Liliana, can't we? We've got 7 cards on the yard. Archmage's Charm. Draw 2. 2 equals 4. Blimey. That is pretty crazy. Imrith. Right, they could just be screwed then, possibly. Yeah, so let's draw a card with the Loch Thwain. Gives us a few more options. Okay, so we will be losing.
Army will envelop this world.
But that's... Oh, yeah, that's a bit spicy, isn't it? We'll be losing a couple of cards. What's this? Ward 4. We kind of have to do this. Maybe we don't rely on Veto anymore.
Oh, I do love a good death wail.
Yeah, well, I think we'll keep the Veto because we don't have instants and sorceries anyway.
Waste
Nice.
not, want not.
Make everybody discard. So Liliana is certainly keeping their cards down, but
I have no interest in fighting fair.
okay, so because our life total is more than our starting life total now, the Cosmos Elixir won't trigger. Let's see what they've got. So now they can go for Niv plus a counterspell. 3, 7, 8, 9. We'll see. We do have the ultimate for Liliana as well, so we can return creature cards from graveyards. Let's cycle this to draw a card for 1. So let's tick up this Lily first, just because we know that we have to do that there.
Putrid, but
We can
effective.
ultimate or just try and get rid. Let's try and get rid of the Niv here. If they give it hexproof, could be bad. Okay, sure.
I grow strong. You grow weak.
Go for the Aetherflux Reservoir, see if that can resolve. If that resolves, negated. Okay. So the Scround is looking good here. Obliterator. If we can resolve the Obliterator, then they're going to struggle to deal with this because red traditionally has to deal numbered damage, right? So I suppose the scariest thing we're facing now is a some kind of board wipe. They actually missed using the Ascanta. Crazy. Electrolyze draws them more cards here.
They were a lousy
Goodness
servant
me.
anyway.
Okay, I guess we're just going to have to keep hitting them with zombies.
This looks like a fun new toy.
I think it's safe to say we can get rid of the Revenge of Ravens because they're not going to have a swarm army here.
I really don't care
Right,
about
let's swing
your
in.
plans.
Down to 5. We've got enough mana to go for the Lily. Cancel. Okay, so shields are down here. Just go for Grim Tutor. And as crazy as this sounds, I'm gonna go for a Thoughtseize. I want to make sure the last card in their hand is safe for us to proceed. Okay, so it's a Planeswalker. So they're empty-handed. Veto triggers. See what they got. A Niv won't cut it here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. An Opt. So Opt will draw them 2, which is kind of bonkers when you think about it. Oof, they drew a card they wanted, it seems. Oh my goodness, draw 6. Well, that's pretty crazy. Draw 6 and put 2 back? Okay. Okay, I'm scared. Could be a board wipe. Jeez, they really came back with that one. They had nothing in their hand, bear in mind. Anticipate. So this is a strange inclusion because it doesn't actually draw cards. I would definitely take that out. Anticipate in the Niv deck. Kind of strange. I'd rather put Think Twice in, because at least Think Twice draws 1 times 2. Unsummon on the veto. That's just not going to be enough. Also, they chose to unsummon the creature with the least power. Okay. How do we want to win?
Smelly, but effective.
So I guess we just go for veto plus creatures have a lifelink. And then swing in. Well, that was very close. They probably could have found an answer or two in the 100 million cards they drew there, but awesome. That was a great show-in against a very powerful deck. We go first against Vadric, Astral Archmage, and there'll probably be a combo build, so starting the game with the Thoughtseize is pretty decent, and also the Argyle's Bloodfast should be able to draw us a few cards, although it's a bit dangerous because they do have red. But yeah, let's start off aggressively with the old Thoughtseize here. I think we get rid of the Wizard class just for now. The other things, so the Abraid's a removal spell, the Scorn is a removal spell, Big Score is turn 4, so should be okay for a bit. Access to 3 lands and then eventually 4 will be good for the Liliana, although saying that the Sarkhan Scorn might have something to say about that Liliana, so we'll just have to see. Somewhat annoyingly, there is no timer to tell us how many turns have passed for the Sarkhan Scorn, so you're just going to have to kind of remember it here. So let's just draw a card. Okay, removal spells are good. I guess we can go for the Liliana. If they want to use the Sarkhan Scorn, then so be it, but let's make
This battle is going to end on
each of us
my
discard a
terms.
card. And I think we'll discard the Liliana Scrounger because it's got 2 toughness, so it's probably prone to getting killed. If the Wake of the Dead survives, then
You think too much.
I guess that's going to be good for us, but probably going to use the Scorn. Oh, don't use the Scorn, interesting. Their Vadrik is now fairly vulnerable if they play him out. Okay, so they've got 1 blue open. Let's start with the Contempt here, see if they have a counterspell. Okay, that's fair with me. I'm happy to take down a Vadrik player, they're very powerful decks. Yorion, Sky Nomad, Tiago 2x4. 2x4, does that mean he's a plank of wood? Or is it does he just like maths? Is that his favourite equation? It's not a bad equation. I wouldn't say it's my favourite though. Yorion, Sky Nomad. So when you play Yorion Sky Nomad, what happens is a little worm goes inside your brain, and it means that you don't know which cards to keep, because essentially, oh there we go, back to business. Well, we have the Bellis of Citadel on the starting hand, which means we're definitely keeping this. Yorion, Sky Nomad. Authority of the Console, so luckily we don't have a creature-based deck, so this is going to be relatively useless versus us. Very defensive card, very good against aggro, but we aren't aggro, so... I see we're facing one of those players, aren't we? Will this be enough gap for me to squeeze out some commentary? We'll see. Starfield Mystic, let's get rid of that. I don't want them to reduce the cost of his things. That's not acceptable around here. Yeah, let's go for the Direfleet Order. I think it's safe to say we're not going to kill our opponent with combat damage. In case you didn't know, Yorion is a deck that wants to continuously flicker all of their permanents. Thoughtseize. Yeah, I think this is a good time to go for Thoughtseize. Let's see what is in their little hands. Crikey, no lands. And... see, the Faithful Judge, pretty good. So they don't have any mana. So let's get rid of the Moonblast Cleric, because that one gets them any enchantment, and we don't really want them to get exactly what they want. Oh, of course they top deck to land. So, okay, Archon. Land is wonderful. So if we attack with the Direfleet Hoarder and they block, we get a treasure. Let's see if this works. So let's go in. Ah, they've played magic before. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to pass the turn. I don't really want to waste these two spells yet. I'd rather go for the Liliana's Triumph after this. Oof, Sentinel. Now that's a spicy card. So we're definitely going to go for the Heartless Act here to kill the Sentinel. And paying for that. Lovely. So if we get some mana... Sure, fine, let's go for the Elders Reborn. We might be able to steal their Sentinel. Swinging for 2. So you remember earlier when I was saying we're not going to beat them with combat damage? Not sure anymore. Weirdly, they've put cards in that don't actually benefit from flickering, so Yorian's kind of pants here. Whatever happens, they're going to lose a card. Wow. We beat Yorian. Very nice indeed. Okay, we go first against Korvold. Korvold's a pretty tough opponent, but let's see if we can get in over the top. Happy to go for a tap land turn 1, turn 2 Inquisition, then turn 3 we've got the Arena. Curve's really nice. So if you've not seen Korvold, basically they want to sacrifice everything in their army to draw cards. Pretty simple, very effective, and that's exactly why. Oh my goodness. What do we do? I think Old Rotstein is the most annoying because it gives them so much advantage. Arcane Signet, okay. Let's go for the Phyrexian Arena. So annoyingly they do have the binding, so that will probably get rid of the Arena here. But that does mean that they don't have the binding for our Citadel or our Liliana, so we'll just have to see what they go for. Yeah, so as expected, binding goes for the Phyrexian Arena, so yeah, but we had to get that at the hand eventually. So let's draw some cards. So next turn, we'll have 5 mana. We might go for the Falconwrath Noble. This could be good because if their deck is concentrating on sacrificing things, then that means that we get to drain them every time they do that. Clothis as well. And a Cat Familiar. Okay. Pretty annoying, but let's see how well we can fare here. So they'll be draining us quite a bit. Clothis and the Cauldron Familiar working together in unison to drain us for a fair amount. If they get the Witch's Cauldron, could be in trouble. Fatal Push. Okay. So that is annoying. Oh, because the binding left the battlefield, their Fatal Push can then kill something with 4 CMC or greater. Fair enough. Okay, so that goes away. We'll draw a card. But maybe this is a good time for Liliana. We'll get rid of the Korvold. Annoyingly, they will actually draw a card off this because they sack something.
From battle to the grave.
Let's see if we can keep her alive. I mean, even if we do lose her, we still have the Belis' Citadel, so this Clothis is definitely going to be a problem now, I have to say. Guardian Project and Zorn, so they'll be drawing a card here. Exquisite Blood, so okay, so let's tick up with this 5/6, gain life,
Rise and shine.
make them lose life first. So maybe go for the Citadel first, don't reveal the Exquisite Blood. Fatal Push we can't actually use because it won't. Okay, we'll just, yeah, we'll pass a turn. We could block with the zombie maybe? We'll see. Yeah, basically we need a way to make them lose life. and then we can start gaining it, which will be good. Bootlegger stashed. Wow, lands tapped for treasures, very powerful indeed, especially with Corvold, considering that they'll be able to draw pretty much the whole deck. Duress, okay, let's Duress for 1, let's see what's in the hand here. Also Zorn being able to, Meathook Massacre, that's got to go away. Let's kill the Zorn, get rid of the double treasure maker, yeah, because to combine that with Bootlegger Stash, every land makes 2 treasures. Pretty crazy, to be honest. I think we're in a bit of a bind here. We could make them discard with the Liliana.
Rise.
Yeah, maybe we'll get rid of the Lolth, because that is a chump blocker, isn't it?
Run now.
So each of us will discard a card. Or actually, maybe get rid of the Fatal Push. Yeah. Go for the Solemn.
I really don't care about your plans.
Get a basic to the battlefield. Okay, so we are going down quite low here. But I suppose... yeah, we'll go for the Exquisite Blood here. We've got the mana. We know what's in the hand. Gain some life. And yeah, we'll make them... see what they can do. So they can take us to 7. They don't have any haste. We have quite an amazing field, to be honest. They can draw a hell of a lot of cards. Because they draw a card with the Guardian Project. They kill a land. Interesting. So, but the land makes treasures, so curious choice there. Maybe we should have gone for the Phyrexian Scriptures, but we do have the Liliana Minor, so we can easily just kill the Corvold here. Don't forget that if we get to 10 permanents, we can use Bellis' Citadel to make them lose 10, and we also gain 10. Lots of Rampage. Fatal Grudge. Each opponent sacks a non-opponent. Oh, so they made us... so they sacked an enchantment to make us sack an enchantment. That really does suck. Okay, that's gonna sting, so I guess we'll just get rid of the Corvold for now.
I'm done. Fine. I'll leave.
Yeah, that was kind of mean.
A little death never hurt anyone.
Looks like we're gonna have to find another way out of this one. Yeah, the amount of cards they've drawn here is just phenomenal, to be honest. As if they had the perfect answer for that as well. Okay, so it's 9 mana, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So maybe we go for the Scriptures here. So this basically says that they can't really play their Corvold safely in the following turn. Revenge of Ravens, that probably won't be very good. So let's just uptick. If we can get to ultimate on this Liliana, that'll be good. We'll keep the Baleful Mastery. And yeah, we'll go for the Liliana again, I suppose. And then make another zombie.
Good health.
So we get down to 5. Yeah, this is somewhat unfortunate that we lost the synergy piece there with Exquisite Blood. Don't think we have a way to get that out of the graveyard. Mayhem Devil. Oh, this is pretty rough. So they'll be able to basically kill us here? Ah, oh, how crazy is that? A Mayhem Devil kills us because of the Bootlegger Stash, yeah. Oh, they're going for... okay. So absolute flex there. Leaving us at 1. They really didn't have to do that. They could have just literally tapped all their treasures. But there you go. Some people want to watch the world burn. If you've had fun watching this video, don't forget to leave me a like and a sub, and to check out my Ko-fi donations page where you can donate as little or as much as you want. And check out some more videos to keep watching.